I definitely did work the last 3 days.
My goal chart looks a little rough, but I didn't work.
It's okay. God himself even took a day off. At least you
Hey,
all forget.
and then yeah, last night Daisy tore her ACL again.
Oh, oh no.
Yeah, so now she's hobbling all over the place,
How'd she do that?
being a stupid idiot, doing zoomies in the yard.
Oh, jeez. Do you have to get surgery for her? Is that how do you fix that for a dog?
Yeah, it's called a TPLO. They
Uh,
pretty much take the knee and rotate it, cut the bone, rotate it, screw it back together.
weird.
Jeez.
She had
Do
it
you have
done when
dog?
she was about a year and a half old on one knee, and then now the other one finally went. Apparently,
Do you
super
have dog
quick with
insurance?
labs. Do what, Joanne?
Dog insurance?
No, self-insurance.
No.
I had dog insurance for a while, but it's $65 a month. She hasn't had any issues for the last 5 years, so I'll call it a win.
How old is she?
She's 7.
7.
That sweet baby.
And the other knee lasted. They say normally the other knee goes right afterwards because they baby it. The other knee lasted for another 5 years or so.
Well, I hope Moose never has any of those problems.
Yeah, I hope not. Pretty
Okay.
common in labs.
Oh, labs.
Pretty
Labrador.
common in most large breeds, actually.
Yeah. Well, what other wins, things do you want to be proud of, guys? I'd love to hear from you because you weren't here yesterday or the other 2 days. So let's start off. Nobody? Just dead silent?
Yes, I am on track on my getting my broker's license, so
Awesome.
I'm chugging along.
I like it. It's good. I don't know if I like this angle still. We'll see how this works out with
I know
the
normally your office looks big, and now it looks small.
it does.
I
So-
switch. Sometimes I go to my garage sometimes.
All right, let's jump into business, right? Are we ready to start moving, start shaking, start doing some stuff?
Yeah.
What is this week gonna look like differently?
It's going to be shorter
Okay.
than last week.
Well, of course,
We're
tactically
talking about get going
speaking.
on Tuesday.
Yeah, we are starting our week off where you guys are starting your week off on Tuesday. Jason and I started yesterday. He got 7 minutes of alone time with me, 7 minutes in heaven, which is a weird thing to say. But
Ooh.
he spent some time with me in the morning and we started rocking and rolling. And then from there we kind of just finished out the day. So what are we going to do differently this week that we didn't do last week? What are the things that you are going to accomplish? It's going to set you forward more on your goal because at the end of this week is a new month. We start June next week. Think about that. A different world, huh?
I I'm going to do my scripts. I
You
have
haven't
to
done those yet?
I well no, I have to I'm gonna write my open house script from beginning to end. And I've been talking about like filling in objections for different types of people because I haven't been I've been reading this up past couple weeks. So yeah, just filling in the blanks for people I haven't been able to land, just to be stronger since that's my main lead generation lever, just to make it even stronger. That's what I'm doing.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you do any expired calls yet?
I hate those.
You only hate them because you haven't gotten a listing from it yet. Wait till you get a listing.
Yeah, I will try it. I will try it. Still,
It's low hanging
I'll
fruit.
keep
If you're
experimenting.
comfortable doing it.
Not my favorite. When I can't get an open house, I'll probably do that. But yeah.
Bills are fun. They're like, I hate realtors. I'm like, me too. I deal with them every
They
day.
were not fun. But if that's your version of fun, Jim, you go ahead.
It's easy. It's like I said, it's low hanging fruit.
Low hanging fruit. Well,
Low hanging fruit. Okay. What else? Let's get
Yeah.
crafty, guys.
that's
We
okay.
can go back to basics, the simple things. What are you going to do this week you didn't do last week? How many
That's cool.
contacts did you make last week? How many people did you actually talk to?
Well, that was another thought too. Like I need to actually do the 20 a day. I stopped doing that after Bold. So I need to get back on that.
Go. The rest is. I'm glad Joanne's doing some stuff, but I want
Yes,
you
I'm gonna
to
jump back into my expireds and FSBOs this week.
Yeah, I need to start acting like a business owner, not an agent. That
Okay.
was
And
the
I'm going
whole
to finally
whole-
execute on my farming too.
Good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I decided to be a farmer. That was my thing. Yeah. After that whole golden letter talk, I'm like, I need to be a farmer. Right? So I'm picking a place. I'm planting my seeds.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you guys not know what she's talking about when she says becoming a farmer? Go drip on a neighborhood. Go door knocking. Go send it postcards. Go send it flyers. Go do open houses in that neighborhood. Go do something to create the environment that you are the expert in the area.
Yeah, I'm doing most of those things anyway, so I might as well just
Yeah.
commit, right? So and do
Yeah.
it.
That, that's what I'm going to be doing this week, door knocking and holding open houses
Good.
and studying.
Study. Well, let me ask you this. I just filled in my 66-day challenge since I've been back in the office. Who's doing theirs still? Jessica's like, Lydia,
Yes,
how's it going for you?
I'm still doing mine every single night. It's been life-changing.
I'm doing one.
Yeah. See how easy it is to do something so simple as a 66-day challenge and then get off track, and then a couple of days go by and then you're like, you know what? I haven't done it for 4 or 5 days. Why do I need to keep doing it? How does it feel now that you've been off track 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 days? Like, does it feel impossible to get back to it? Does? Why? Someone tell me why is it impossible or feel impossible to get back to it?
Your mind's switched. Have a you just drop the ball, I guess. I don't know. I didn't even I didn't do the 66 challenge.
Well, the 66-day challenge becomes a challenge in life. It becomes one of those things that, hey, I want to do this. I'm going to do this for myself. I'm not going to do it for somebody else. I'm doing it for me. And in that, if I get off 4, 5, 10 days or whatever it is, some of you guys might be off 34 days. We're on day 36 right now. Why aren't you worth it going back there? When you do something for yourself, you're the only your person, the only guy, the only girl, the only thing that's benefiting from it. True or false? For me, example, mine is making sure I'm walking 4,000 steps a day. And I've averaged about 5,000 steps a day. Is that only affecting me?
No,
Who else is it affecting?
your family.
And
Us.
Yeah, friends.
people around you, right? So, what is it about a goal for yourself that you're not tied to doing? Well, I want to do this for me. The 66-day challenge is for you. Not only is it helping you, but it's going to help people around you, the people in your spheres of influence, the people that watch you. You don't even know who's watching you right now, who's seeing your successes and getting excited about them. Hell, Jason yesterday said, well, Dan, it looks like you're losing some weight. I can see it in your face. I didn't have the heart to tell him it's because I just trimmed my beard. But he's not wrong. I feel better. I feel different. I'm in less pain. I've got more energy. I find myself wanting to do more, which will then curtail into more and more things as life goes along. But there are, of mine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 days that I'm not proud of. And I've marked them in red. If you guys can't see that. So I've marked them in red. Why do you think I'm not proud of a day that says 4,536 and 4,270 and 4,000? All of those numbers are above 4,000. Why do you think I'm not proud of those days?
You didn't reach your goal.
I reached my goal. The goal is to step 4,000 steps a day. And of the last 66 days, 1, 2,
You waited till last minute.
5. There's one way of looking at it. Only 5 of those days are days I didn't hit the 4,000, which is still, 15% of the days. The reason those days are in red is because those are days I know I didn't push myself. Those are days that I just did. I didn't think about it. I wasn't conscious. I didn't actively push myself to do more. And one of those days is 4,500 steps. If you guys don't remember, my average was 3,790. I remember that because I wrote it down. I wrote down where I started. None of you would have known that I had 10 red days on that unless you saw my board. None of you would have understood what those red days are. They were for me because this is a goal for me. I want to push myself to do more. In order for us to evolve into the person we need to become, we must push ourselves out of the routines that we normally do. If we want to do more, you're going to have to do more. It's a simple equation. You want more, do more. Well, in my case, I want less. I want less Big Dan, so I've got to do more steps. I got to do more activity. I got to do more life-conscious pushing. But even though I've got a couple of days, I got, of 36 days, 10 days of them, so almost 30% of the days I'm not happy with. That means 70% of the days I am. 70% of the time I'm pushing myself to do more. What would happen if you guys reset your ambitions right now? You reset your expectations for yourself. You reset how you're going to get there. And you said, you know what? I may not be happy with how I handled the last 36 days, but I'm going to be handling the next 30 days better. I'm going to do more. I'm going to push myself. What would that look like to you? Do a little bit more. Push yourself. Track yourself. Am I doing more today than I did yesterday? Champions love to be measured. And there's a bold law. It says what you focus on does what? Anybody? Anybody? You
Expands.
tell me more about that, Lydia. What does that mean?
It means you put it out to the universe and it creates it and it brings it back to you threefold.
Okay. Threefold, tenfold.
Good or bad thoughts, whatever you're thinking. That's what you're going to expand on.
What is the RAS?
Reticular activating system.
What is that?
It's a part of your
You know, like when
brain.
you want a new car, like an Audi, and then all of a sudden that's all you see on the road is that Audi.
Hey, thanks a lot, Lydia. Now my phone's gonna send me a bunch of Audi commercials.
Toasters. There you go. The reticular activating system is a network of neurons in the brain responsible for regulating your alertness and your consciousness. It acts as a gatekeeper of the sensories in your information, right? It pretty much it filters what you see, because every day we have millions of points of data. Every second there are hundreds of thousands, if not more, points of data. Temperature, wind speed, pressure, environment, gravity, the hairs on our face, the hairs on our hands. Like we feel all of those things. Our nervous system is connected to every little point of data, but our reticular activating system doesn't let most of that stuff up here. Why is that? Because you would go absolutely mad. Right now, I want you guys to think about your left foot. How does your left foot feel? Did you feel it a minute ago? No, because you weren't thinking about it. You're probably thinking about your elbows and your arms because you're leaning on your desk. Or Jim's thinking about his back because it freaking hurts. That's why he's sitting on the couch. Our reticular activating system is a network that we subscribe to what we want to see. Subconsciously subscribe to. So if I want to look at all the failures, if I want to look at all the difficult, if I want to look at, holy shit, 10,000 steps is a lot, then my brain is going to let in every piece of data that defines that narrative. Every piece of data that says, yep, you're right, this is going to be shitty, it's going to be tough, it's going to be hard. What you focus on expands. What you allow in your life dictates the filters that you see life through. Yes, I got 10 red blocks over there. You know what? I got a couple blocks over there that are well over 10,000. Yesterday, 10,621. And I sat on the couch most of the day. But in the morning, I had some treadmill time. In the afternoon, I had some treadmill time. We went swimming for a little bit. And then I made butterbeer, and we watched Harry Potter. Not exactly a high endurance day. It wasn't a Disney type of day. But what it was is I took advantage of some downtime. I had 2 Zoom meetings yesterday, and I don't have to think a whole lot. So I was at home. I was just on my treadmill. Boom. Fantastic. But 3 days ago, my wife was in Laughlin. I sat on the couch, depressed, sad, like I'm lonely. No one's here. And I barely made 3,000 steps. And I had all the time in the world to do everything. But what I can tell you is I focused on the wrong things. So don't focus on the fact that you haven't hit your goals. Don't focus on the fact that you're not where you want to be, because that's what you're going to continue to see. Focus on where you're going. Focus on what's gone right. Focus on the wins. I want to talk about this pretty much every 4 weeks is when I bring this up. Is there's a reason I have you guys share your wins in the morning. Some of you don't even know what your wins are until I ask you that question. And some of you are so ready to share it, you're just excited to jump on the call. You're like, I got to win to share. I'm going to share it. I'm excited. Today's my day. Let's do more of that. Let's tune our RAS. Let's tune the things that we allow our brain to pick up on. If you're having a bunch of bad interactions, then what are you focused on? Are you focused on having bad interactions? Or are you focused on finding ways to make them work? Finding solutions. Like I had an agent literally just text me, hey, the pool key doesn't work. Maybe it's a new pool key. I'm all great. The buyer could probably reach out to the HOA. And this agent is so focused on me solving their problems, he hits back with, what do you want to do about the cost? Your buyer can pay for it. It's a fucking key. Versus agents that are very solutions oriented that have the RAS going, hey, I checked out this key doesn't work, but I've already called the HOA. They're just going to get us a new one. Just so you know. Fantastic. So your RAS shows up not only in goal settings, but also shows up in your communication. If you want someone else to always solve your problems, are you focused on being self-fulfilling? No, you're being external. You're waiting for things to happen from somebody else. Please come fix me. I'm broken. No, fix yourself. You're not broken. You have everything within you to be successful, powerful, magnetic. You don't need anybody else. You just need permission to go do it. And here it is. Go do it. One of the best things I've ever been told. You don't need permission to be successful. And a lot of us are fearful of it. Because with success comes changes. And those changes are tough. But you know what? I think Mikey said this before. Being broke is tough. Having money is tough. Being a failure is tough. Being successful is tough. Choose your tough. I can tell you, being athletic and thin, it's tough. Being fat and overweight, it's tough. Being successful in business, it's tough. Sitting around not doing anything and failing in life is tough. I've been on both ends of the spectrums, unfortunately, many times. But there's one thing that's certain is if I find myself in a bad place and my RAS is tuned to see darkness, don't let yourself stay there long. Get out of it as fast as you can. And if you can't get out, that's where you get help and say, hey, can I borrow your flashlight? My world's pretty dark right now. And then start seeing more positive things. That's what the 66-day challenge is about. It's pushing yourself to see more, do more, be more. Am I asking you to change your entire life? Am I asking you to do something crazy? No. I'm asking you to do a little bit more. And my goal was to step an additional 210 steps a day. That's like 600 feet. That's like from me to my truck and back. That's it. But it was a goal to push me to do more because the next 66-day challenge, what do I want to do? I want to make it at least 5,000 steps a day, and then 6,000 steps a day, and then 8,000 steps a day, and then 10,000 steps a day. Maybe I'll get to the point where I'm riding a bicycle 20 miles a week, 30 miles a week. But if I go from right now, if I go back 36 days from April 21st, 4/21 is when we started that. If I go back to April 21st and say, you know what, guys, I'm going to step an average of 10,000 steps a day. Coming from 3,700 to 10,000, is that realistic? Can it be done? Yeah, it absolutely can be done. But is it going to be programmed to stay? No. We talked about that, a little bit over a month and a half ago. Is people that make these fantastic big life goals, these massive, massive changes in life, they may get there. They may lose 200 pounds, but they gain 220. when they change, when they stop. But those that are making micro adjustments, small changes every single day to put themselves on a winning track every single day, the simple things like me taking the trash out, doing my steps, it's allowing me to do things that are not, it doesn't seem like I'm changing my life very much. It doesn't seem like I'm overloading my schedule. So, Joanne, maybe calling expires seemed like a big lofty goal, but maybe it's just 5 different phone calls you're making a day. So maybe your goal is just you're not looking at them correctly. Maybe your challenge is the way you're filtering it. Instead of hunting down this weird, wild, mystical creature called the canceled listing, you're just making 5 different phone calls. It's a whole lot easier, right? You're trying to bag yourself a unicorn, or I'm making 5 different phone calls. I'm going to push myself to call 5 past clients a week. I'm going to push myself to send 10 postcards a month. And then it becomes 10 postcards a week. Simple things. And then you get to the point where you're like, man, I like doing this. Let me find some automation so it'll be done for me. Leverage, my friends. Leverage. So no matter where you're at today, I know it's not Monday, but it is your mindset reset. No matter where you're at in your goals, your progress, push yourself to do more. And score yourself. Track the days you're proud of. And know the days you weren't. Do something different. I have 3 red days. So 2 in a row, 3 in a row, and then that's it. But 3 in a row red days. I wasn't happy. I was also sick, but doesn't count. I was still sick, but I still didn't push myself. That could be your win tomorrow. Hey, Dan, I pushed myself yesterday. Good. That's all I'm asking. I want every one of you, every single one of you, to live the life that you want, whatever that looks like, without apologies. Unapologetically be you. I want you to be everything that you've dreamed of. And in that, you're going to have to push yourself, because who you are today will not get you to where you're going tomorrow. It will require different. You agree? Well, good. I missed you yesterday. I'm glad we are together today. And we got four days this week. Let's make something magical happen with them. Every one of you are going to go under escrow this week. I have a feeling. Every one of you. That's 13 escrows, Big Dan included. Let's put it out there. Let's let our RAS figure out how we're going to get 13 escrows this week. Joanne's off. I'm going to get 2 of them. Okay, 14 escrows. Thanks, Joanne, for doing the double. All right. We will change our stripes. We will change our future as long as we change our efforts. Can you do it? I believe in you. And my new camera said so. Now you guys are looking down on me. How's that feel? I don't know if I like it. I really don't. I don't like big changes, and this is a big change to me.
You look great. The angle's good. And the haircut too. Big Dan.
I'm actually quite fuzzy this morning. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I can feel it, and it does not feel. I'm very fuzzy. My wife loves it, but I can't stand it. If I could get laser hair removal from like here back, I would. I would totally do it. Be a naked mole rat. Guys, have a fantastic Tuesday/Monday. It's a very Monday flavored Tuesday.